Have you listened to recordings of what you knew to be illegally obtained voicemail messages?
I do not believe so, no.
Well, you know about the Mail Online piece, right in the middle of this page. Stories soon emerged that the marriage was in trouble. Do you have that sentence?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
At one stage, I was played a tape of a message Paul had left for Heather on her mobile phone. Can you remember the circumstances, Mr. Morgan?
Well, I can't discuss where I was played that tape or who played it, because to do so would be to compromise a source, and I can't do that.
It was a tape of a voicemail message, wasn't it?
Well, I'm not going to discuss where I heard it or who played it to me for the reasons I've discussed. I don't think it's right, and in fact the inquiry has already stated to me you don't expect me to identify sources.
No, but I think we do expect you to identify what is obvious to anyone reading it, is that you listened to a tape of a voicemail message. Is that correct?
I listened to a tape of a message, yes.
But it was a voicemail message, wasn't it?
I believed it was, yes.
It was heartbreaking. The couple had clearly had a tiff. Heather had fled to India, and Paul was pleading with her to come back. And then he even sang something into the answer phone, as you say. So you listened to all of that. Did you know that that was unethical?
Not unethical, no.
Why not?
It doesn't necessarily follow that listening to somebody speaking to somebody else is unethical.
But on the tape of a voicemail message, you didn't think that was unethical?
Well, it depends on the circumstances in which you're listening to it.
But can you tell us something about the circumstances which might lead us to think that it was not unethical?
I'm afraid I can't, no, because I'm not going to do anything that may identify the source.
Well, let's give it this way, think about it this way, Mr. Morgan. Without identifying your source, the only person who would lawfully be able to listen to the message is the lady in question or somebody authorised on her behalf to listen to it. Isn't that right?
Possibly.
I am perfectly happy to call Lady McCartney to give evidence as to whether she authorised you to listen to her voicemails. If she didn't, she may say she did, in which case you're not compromising anybody. But if she didn't, then we can proceed on the premise that it's somebody else, can't we?
Well, what we know for a fact about Lady Heather Mills McCartney is that in their divorce case, Paul McCartney stated as a fact that she had recorded their conversations and given them to the media.
Well, maybe I'll do that then.